Hello everyone! So this is part 2 of my video uploading for tonight. This is going to be my 6-month, or wow, not 6-month, 1-month post-op video. I just made my 6 months on T video. But I wanted to do a 1-month post-op as well, because I just had my 1-month post-op yesterday, and I had my surgery on May 21st with Dr. Medali in Cleveland, Ohio. I had the double incision procedure. I just want to make a quick update on how I've been healing, because I think the last video I made, I was like 2 days post-op, and I still had my horrible drains in my vest. So I just want to talk about that, talk about what recovery has been, some tips that I have, and just kind of show you what everything is looking like. So, let me see here. So the last video I made, I had my drains in. I still had my compression vest off, or on. I was able to get my drains out about 5 days after surgery. The drains were by far the worst part. Everyone tells you that, and I did not understand how true that was until I actually had them, and they were horrible. I think overall my recovery was pretty quick, comparatively to some of the people that I've been watching. I was able to go on a 1.5-mile walk about 3 days after surgery. I couldn't stand being cooped up. But that was also partially due to the fact that I didn't take hardly any of my pain medicine. I struggle a lot with nausea, and coming out of surgery, I was very, very nauseous, and so I was a little wary of taking strong pain medicine, so I was trying really hard not to, overdo it with that. But, so I was pretty with it after about the first day after surgery, and so, like I said, I was taking walks 3 days after surgery. We did have to drive back home after surgery, and that was a little tougher than I anticipated. We had about a 4-hour drive, 4.5 actually, because of construction. That was hard after surgery, but thankfully I just took some Benadryl and passed out for about 2 hours of it, but it was not an advisable thing to do, necessarily. Not something that I would recommend. Let's see. So, I got my drains out, everything was great, super happy with the way it looks. I have quite a bit of my range of motion back. I can reach all the way up to here with this arm. My left arm's not so good. I can only go to like here. But I can go front, and I can go, all the way back. So, ooh, that cramped my shoulder there. But, yeah, I have most of my range of motion back. I have a decent amount of my strength, but I'm trying not to test it because they say you're only supposed to lift 15 pounds. I've definitely lifted more than 15 pounds. That's really bad. Don't do that. Just because I just can't not do things. So, don't do that. Follow the doctor's instructions. But after I got my drains out, I had to wear this post-op vest for, it was supposed to be 10 days. I think I only wore it for like 9 because I was getting some serious like cuts under my armpit. And I'll show you those actually. Hang on. Just give me 1 second. I'll just show you exactly like what I'm talking about here. Like, I had really horrible chafing from my vest, and this is a month. You can't even see how bad it is, but that's a month post-op. That's from my vest because it rubbed that skin raw, and that there, it was raw when I took off my vest. And it's since healed over, obviously, but that was a very not pleasant experience. Definitely not recommended. But I did find one thing that alleviated some of that pain was using pre-wrap, like the stuff girls put in their hair and the stuff that like athletes wrap before, you wrap an ankle or whatever. I found that if you put that, like fold up some pieces and put it between your skin and the vest, it helped a lot. At least helped me. But, so I guess since I'm at that, this is my chest 1-month post-op. The scars look a lot darker than they actually do in real life. That's kind of more what they look like there. The light's just shining on them really weird. They're actually pretty light. A lot lighter than I thought they would be at this point. Everything is definitely healed over. Very thin scarring. Nothing is raised really except right here on both sides. This front part is still a little raised. My nipple grafts both took. Everything's fine there. The skin fell off like a week after surgery. A week after surgery. The dark skin, and it's been slowly regrowing back ever since. But everything's like covered. It's not like raw or anything. It's just the color has yet to come back. I'm pretty happy overall. I definitely don't have any complaints. I want to work out my chest and hopefully like get some of that contour back. And there's still a little bit of residual swelling, especially right here, which you can kind of see a little bit of because it looks like my chest's a little like messed up, but it's just that residual swelling that has yet to go down here. So hopefully that'll come down here soon. But I'm happy with the scar placements. I think that they look fine. They're straight. They're very thin. No complaints at all about that. Healing time is really, really quick, like I said. I have sensation and almost all of it back. I have a little bit of dulled sensation, like I can feel, but it's not normal yet here. But everything here is completely normal. Everything down here is completely normal. My nipples, I can kind of very, 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 like minor sensation, nothing intense, nothing normal, nothing close to normal, but like I can kind of feel the sensation that's being touched. But I kind of have to poke myself with something other than my finger because I don't really know, because my mind knows that it should feel something, so it tells me, like based off my hands feedback, that I should feel something. So if I touch myself with whatever, like I can still feel that, but it's a lot less intense than when I actually do it with my finger. So anyways, so there's that. There's my chest 1 month post-op, so I'm going to put my shirt back on now because it's really awkward to just stand here. But, yeah, so sensation's pretty good. Range of movement's pretty good. I'm hoping to get back into the gym here. I'm moving in about a month, so I'm sure that's going to be quite the workout. And then after that, I guess I'm going to try and get back to the gym slowly. I don't want to overdo it. I really don't want to stretch my scars or anything like that. I've been massaging the scars every day since about 2 weeks post-op because that's when they were fully closed up. And I started out really lightly, and then I've been rubbing quite a bit harder now. I was scared to do it when I couldn't feel it because I didn't know what I was doing, but now that I have most of my sensation back, I'm not too worried about it. I covered my nipples for the first month, so the last couple days here have been the first ones that I haven't had some type of gauze over them. And I also started doing Scar Away silicone strips over my scars. I just took them off because I knew I was going to make the video, but I've been wearing those between 12 and 24 hours a day. I'm really trying to minimize the scarring here just because I am a darker complexion and I scar a little bit differently. So I'm hoping that I just really want to minimize those as much as I possibly can. So that's pretty much all I've got for my specific surgery. Now I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about things that I recommended, things that I wish I would have known going into this surgery. And everyone's got their like tips, and everyone kind of knows the general tips, but I just had a couple of unique ones I thought that I haven't heard anyone say. So I thought, hey, I might as well say it because maybe it'll help someone, because it helped me. The first thing is you have to sleep elevated, and that's really hard to do because for me, I sleep on my side or my stomach exclusively. I never sleep on my back, so it was very uncomfortable for me to start, and it was even more uncomfortable for me to be laying on a flat bed with pillows propping up half of my body and creating that really awkward like bend. So my back was in pain. Like I was miserable for a couple days, and then I found out that if you take pillows and shove it between the mattress and the box spring, it'll elevate the top part on a little more gradual incline. So you're on your incline and you're up like you're supposed to be, but you don't have to like feel the uncomfortableness of like uneven pillows or whatever. It doesn't create that really awkward jolt between your back and the pillow. So that helped me a lot. I slept so much better after doing that. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about is kind of random, and it's not necessarily even top surgery related. It's just something that I found that worked for me. I don't know if you can see that green ball up there. It's an ice cream ball. Basically what it is that green plastic part holds ice, and then there's a little metal container that fits inside of it, and you can put like sugar, milk, and vanilla in, because I like plain vanilla ice cream. Shut it, pour ice in, and then pour salt in the other end, and shut that end, and then roll it around. Well, I found that was perfect because, like I said, I was going crazy because I was very active prior to surgery, and so sitting down for days on end and doing nothing besides watching Netflix was starting to like kill my soul. And they say you need to be active, you need to be moving your legs because circulation issues can happen, blood clots can happen, so to get up and move, but it's kind of a lot of effort to get up and take a walk, and it's boring to just pace around the house. So what I found was helpful was to make the batch of ice cream. Well, I think my girlfriend did most of it. She would make the ice cream and fill up the ball with ice, and I would walk around the house and just kick it. Super random, but it worked. It entertained me because I'm very easily entertained. Plus, you got a really good snack at the end of it. So they're super cheap on Amazon. It actually really helped me. The exercise really helped get me emotionally back to where I was because I was really worried about having post-surgical depression. And just because, like I said, I was active and going from that to this feeling of like helplessness and dependency, it really was helpful for me to have something to do. So that the activity was very good for me. The only other thing I had was the gauze in the vest, but I already said that. So that's my 1 month post-op video. It was a little long. I'm sorry about that. If you guys have any questions about it at all, feel free to send me a private message here. But Instagram's actually a better way to get a hold of me, so just send me a DM there or whatever. It's the same username. But anyways, that's all I've got for my 1 month post-op video. I will be back with a 2 month post-op update as well to show where the progress is at that point. But for now, take care, peace out, and make wise choices, everybody.